Hi, this is Geshe Michael Roach, and I wanted to invite you to a very special program we'll be having in Guadalajara, Mexico, from January 17th to the 26th. It's a 10-day special teaching. It's on a subject that we've been covering called the Steps of the Path to Enlightenment. This program is expected to go on for 10 years or more, and we're covering a very beautiful ancient Tibetan book. You can call it Enlightenment from A to Z, or a Dummy's Guide to Enlightenment, and it gives you all the steps that you need to carry out in order to get enlightened. We'll be working on a special step which is called finding the Master and the Path, finding your teacher in your life. Everyone in the world, I think everyone in this life, one of the most important things we have to do in our life is to find a teacher, a spiritual teacher, someone we can trust, someone who knows what they're talking about, and someone who can guide us throughout our life to the highest parts of enlightenment. Otherwise, we will live a normal life and we'll end a normal life without reaching those high places. So it's very important to know how to find a teacher, or actually how to attract a teacher to you karmically. So we'll be teaching kind of like special tricks that you can use, anybody in the world can use, that will attract a beautiful teacher to you like a bee to honey. And this program is a lot of fun. We do it every year. People come from all over the world. We're expecting large groups of people from, for example, Asia, China, Taiwan, Singapore, Malaysia. We had a wonderful group last year. We had a nice group from Europe and also Eastern Europe, and we'll be having friends from South America coming. And people from many parts of North America also. I wanted to tell you some of the extra events we'll be having that make this such a fun week for everybody. By the way, the retreat is held outside of Guadalajara in a small town called Tequila, where there's a beautiful little old-style monastery, old Christian monastery. And the head of the monastery is called Father Osvaldo, Padre Osvaldo, and he's a very beautiful priest in the Catholic tradition, who will actually be taking us, those of you who want to go with us, we'll be going up in the mountains with him on a day walk, and he'll be giving us a nice ceremony and a nice, beautiful sermon. He's worked for many years with the poor in Tijuana, Mexico, so he's a very kind and special person. We'll also be having a shaman from the Huichol tribe, where they're sort of like the Apache or the Navajo tribes in America. And he's a very beautiful Don Jesus. He has come last year with us, and he's made a special fire offering, which continued for all 10 days. And each person who came to the retreat was welcome to sit with him, and he does a special ceremony. If you have like medical problems or you have some sadness in your heart, he does a very beautiful ceremony. And I did it myself, and it was sort of amazing, beautiful. There'll be a lot of movement classes. There'll be optional Tai Chi almost every morning. We'll be having many levels of yoga, from beginner to advanced yoga. There'll be tough classes of yoga, and there'll be yoga for people who've never done it before. We'll have acro yoga, which means very beautiful yoga that you do with another person, with a partner, and anyone can learn it. And we kind of learn how to hold up other people on our legs or things like that. And it's very fun. We'll be learning Latino dance. We'll also be learning flamenco dance. Last year it was wonderful. We had a very beautiful group of flamenco dancers came from Guadalajara. I think they're the best I've ever seen in the world, with a great guitar player. And they taught every one of us how to do basic flamenco dance steps. And it was just a lot of fun that we were all dancing together. There'll be 2 people leading a voice workshop, and very beautiful. One is an opera singer, and one is a jazz singer. And they'll be leading us in, those of you who want to come to an optional class in voice. There'll also be a Sojong ceremony, which means it's a special Tibetan Buddhist ceremony where we do a special offering in order to take away our old bad karma. So if you've made some mistake in your life, which all of us have, you can take the bad karmic seed out, and you can destroy it with a special thing called the 4 powers, and also Sojong ceremony. During the Sojong ceremony, we'll be having an animal release ceremony where we release creatures who are planned to be killed for food, and we'll be releasing them. It'll be a very beautiful ceremony. We'll also be having a wonderful Mexican wedding. If you've never been to one, it's quite an experience. Our friends Marco and Liliana from Guadalajara will be getting married. They use the diamond cutter principles. They met each other, and they're having a beautiful relationship. And I think it'll be very exciting to see a Mexican wedding with all the marimba music and the piñatas, and a traditional Mexican wedding, but with overtones of the text that we're studying. And that this text is the way in which they met each other, and they're having this beautiful relationship. So it's nice to sort of have a real confirmation that you can see and celebrate of these principles that we're studying. Also, there'll be guest teachers from several countries. Alejandro Julian will be teaching from Guadalajara. He's a Mexican teacher from Mexico and France. And he's been traveling with us to countries like China, Beijing, Shanghai, and teaching around the world. Very beautiful teacher. Anatole Nguyen, whose parents are originally from Vietnam, and he grew up in the United States and has also been teaching with Diamond Cutter Institute in Asia. And Carola Tereni, who's a very popular teacher from Buenos Aires, Argentina, and she'll be giving beautiful talks about how to find a teacher and how to get close to a teacher and how to learn from a teacher. We'll also have Alfredo Culebro, who's a famous businessman from Mexico, and he'll be teaching about special principles of how to use these ideas in your everyday life. At the end of the week, we'll be having a special fire ceremony. Last year, we had 3 fires going in a very ancient Indian and Tibetan custom called Homa. And every one of the 165 people in the retreat last year had a chance to sit down and to share in the Homa ceremony and offer the special substances to the fire at the end of the week, which is a long life ceremony and helps us to live a long life. Throughout the week, we'll be having talks by ACI, Asian Classics Institute, and Diamond Cutter Institute teachers from around the world, organizers, team leaders in different cities, and they'll be giving us an update on the activities of DCI and ACI all over the world. And you'll be hearing about people like you, people like me, who have come to these programs. They've learned to become a teacher, and now they're teaching wonderful programs in, 25 cities of the world. So it's sort of like a congress of ACI and DCI teachers from all over the world, and each one will be giving a beautiful little slide presentation of what they're up to and the beautiful things that are happening in every part of the world. So I hope to see you there at the 10-day retreat in Guadalajara. These are some of the events that will be happening. In addition to just, I think it's over 15 classes from the original ancient Tibetan book about how to attract a spiritual teacher into your life. Thank you, and I hope to see you there.